Good morning, class 4. Welcome to the online class. But before starting the class, I want to discuss the syllabus of composite maths with you. So this is my request to everyone. Kindly you open either the maths book or you write it down in your copy so that you can remember what is the syllabus. Okay. So I am writing on the board. From the board you write the syllabus for term 2. And as you know, term 2 includes PT2 also. So those, whichever chapter you have practiced for PT2 from composite as well as from magic, from both the books you will again practice it for your term 2 assessment also. Okay. So write the syllabus. Those who are absent, kindly you convey the message to them also. For your term 2, I am writing for term 2. It is chapter number 11 from the magic, tables and shares. Then chapter number 12, how heavy, how light. How heavy, how light. Then chapter number 13, fields and fences. And chapter number 14, smart chart. This is from magic. And from composite maths you will practice chapter number 5, division. Chapter number 13, unitary method. And chapter number 12, measures of mass. Only these 3 chapters you have for your composite maths. Okay. Only these 3 chapters you have from your composite maths. Only these 3 chapters you have from your composite maths, and this, as usual, the chapters you have in Math Magic, which you have got the syllabus in your Skype, it will be same. Now, any doubt to any one of you regarding the syllabus? Any doubt to any one of you regarding syllabus? Any doubt to any one of you? And one more thing, I'm again saying that for term 2 you will practice PT2 also. For term 2 you will practice PT2 also. In PT2 for Math Magic you have chapter number 8, carts and wheels, and chapter number 9, halves and quarters. Related to that, from composite you have geometry and fraction. So these 4 chapters also you will practice for your term 2 assessment. Clear? These 4 chapters also you will practice for your term 2 assessment. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, let us start the next chapter number 14. And if you have any type of doubt, you can ask me in the e-portal or in the online class. I have written the syllabus in the board. Kindly note it down from the board. It includes PT2 also. Whatever chapters you have given for PT2, that will also be there for term 2. Okay. In PT2 you have chapter number 8 and chapter number 9 from magic, and chapter number 14 and chapter number 9 from composite. That is geometry and fraction from composite, carts and wheels and halves and quarters from Math Magic. Yes, chapter number 15, perimeter of rectilinear figure. It is not in your syllabus, but you can practice of your own at home because it is related to perimeters. Okay, and you have already done perimeters in Math Magic, that is fields and fences. So you can do it of your own at home. And smart chart, chapter number 20, pictorial representation, that also you can do it in your home. That means you can practice in your home. It is related to smart chart, but questions will not come from these two chapters. In your term 2 assessment, questions will not come from these two chapters. Okay, now I think I am clear to everyone. And those who are absent or those who are not able to see the board, I will upload this video in the YouTube. Kindly you see from that. Okay, so let us start the Math Magic book. We have completed up to page 167. We were discussing the chart, drama chart, isn't it? So once more we will revise that drama chart. See, in the drama chart, the some students, they are involved in acting, some students they are involved in collecting dresses, some are in playing music, and some are in making the sets. Now these involvement of the students, it is being shown here, or the data is being shown here with the help of triangles. So you can say with the help of the pictures. Okay, so this type of graph is known as pictograph. So here you can see one triangle is equals to 3 children. So based on that you have to calculate and you have to answer the question. See the first question, question number A. How many children are acting in the drama? Now quickly answer me. How many students they are acting in drama? Quickly answer it. You can see in the acting there are 3 triangles. So 3 3 is a 9. Very good. It is 9. So write it in the book, 9. Next one, which are more, children making the sets or those acting? Now you have to tell me that which in which the involvement of the children are more, in the acting or in the making sets. It is in the acting, because in acting there are 3 triangles, whereas in making the sets there are only 2 triangles. So 2 triangles means 6, 3 2s are 6, that's why acting is more. Now what is being done by most of the children? Maximum children, see, maximum children they are involved in playing music, because there are 4 triangles. So you will write the answer that playing music. Then how many children are collecting dresses? How many children they are collecting the dresses? For collecting dresses there is only 2 triangle. For collecting dresses there are only 2 triangles. That means 3 2s are 6. So answer will be 6. Okay, now come to the next topic. Whose head is bigger? Cut long paper stripes from waste paper. Give one stripe to each of your friends. Now put the paper stripe around your head and tear off the extra stripe. On a big sheet, paste these paper stripes along a line. See, this is one activity. The activity is you have to cut a stripe from a waste paper, and then you have to measure it your head. Okay, to each and everyone, means when you are in the class or when you are at home, you can give it to your locality's friend, that one stripe you will give to them, and the same length and height breadth stripe you will take it. Okay, then just around your head you mark it, and the extra you cut it down. So take this measurement of your head and paste the stripes in the plain sheet of paper. Now come to the book, page 168. Some children had pasted their stripes and made a chart like this. As you can see in the book, some of the children, they have pasted the stripe and they have made the chart like this. Your chart should also like this. That means which activity you will do, that chart also it will be like this. Use a scale and find out from your chart the length of the longest stripe is dash centimeter, so the dash has the biggest head. Here it is told that you have to measure the length of the stripe with the help of the ruler or with the help of the scale. You will measure it and then you will write it down the one which is the biggest and the one which is the smallest. Means the head which has taken the smallest stripe, it will be the small head, and the one which is the biggest stripe, it will have the biggest stripe, biggest head. As you can see in the picture, the biggest head is for Madhu, because the stripe is longer than the other stripes, isn't it? And the smallest stripe is for Rohit, because it is the smallest among all the students, isn't it? So you will measure with the help of the stripe, and then you will write down the measurement. Okay, so the answer that the which one is the biggest, you will write Madhu, and which one is the smallest, you will write Rohit. Okay, this type of graph is known as the bar graph, because here the stripes, they are acting as the bar, and here it is the horizontal. So you will say that this is the horizontal bar graph, and if the bars, they are pasted in the vertical way, then you will say that it is the vertical bar graph or plain bar graph. Clear? Now come to the next topic, chapati chart. Now as you know, chapati, it is in round in shape. That's why the information which are given to you in the form of circular form, that is called the chapati chart or pie chart or circular chart. Okay, this is the name. Yes, I am going to read the chapati chart. All children of a school take part in different clubs. The chapati chart shows the number of children in different clubs. Yes, as you can see, the chapati chart, it is showing different number of clubs and the number of students. Okay, first one, you can see the maximum is for the games club. The half of the circle is for the games club. Then 1/4 of the circle is for garden club, and 1/4 is for drawing club. Okay, now come to page number 169. From the picture, we can see that half the children in the class take part in the games club, 1/4 of the children are members of the garden club, and the drawing club has 1/4 of the children of the class. Yes, if you divide the circle into 4 parts, you can see half the children, they are in the games, then 1/4 they are in the garden club, and 1/4 they are in the drawing club. If there are 200 students in the school, look at the above chapati chart and tell the number of members in each club. Now if the total number of students are 200, you have to find it out that how many members are there for the games club, garden club and drawing club. So let us find it out. This is page 169. See, first of all, you will find for games club. Games club, it is given that from the 200 students, half of them, they are for the games, isn't it? 1/2, or you can write 1/2 of 200. You can write 1/2 of 200. That means 200 divided by 2, that is 100 members. So 100 members, they are for the games club. Next, for the garden club. For the garden club, it is given 1/4. That means 1/4 of 200, they are involved in the garden club. So you will divide this 200 by 4. It is 50. So there are 50 members in the garden club. Similarly, for the drawing club. For the drawing club also 1/4. For the drawing club also it is 1/4 of 200. That means 50 members are there in the drawing club, 50 members are there in the garden club, and 100 members are there in the games club. Okay, so this is the calculation we have found from the chapati chart. Now come to the next topic, getting wet in the rain. Getting wet in the rain. who likes to get wet in the rain? A child made this chapati chart after asking his friends. Now again there is a chapati chart, and this chart is about the students who like to get wet in the rain and the students who do not like to get wet in the rain. You can see in the picture the circular chart, maximum of them they want to get wet in the rain. If you divide the circle into 4 parts, 3 parts they are liking the rain, and only 1 part they are not liked the rain. Okay. Now see the questions. See the chapati chart and tell. Now you have to answer some questions. The first question, how many children like to get wet in the rain? So how many children they want to get wet in the rain? Means they like to get wet in the rain. It is 3/4. Yes. 3/4 or 3/4. 3/4 or 3/4. How many children do not like to get wet in the rain? Now how many of them do not want to get wet in the rain? It is 1/4. 1/4. 1/4. Give a tick mark in 1/4. Give a tick mark in 1/4. Given. Now come to the next one. Turn the page. Turn the page. Page 170. If the number of children in the class is 28, then tell the number of children. Now here it is given the total number of children 28. You have to find out the first one who like to get wet in the rain, and second one who do not like to get wet in the rain. So find it out, who like to get wet in the rain. Like to get wet. It is 3/4 of 28, isn't it? 3/4 children they like to get wet, so it will be 3/4 into 28. So 4 ones are 4 sevens are. That means 7 into 3, 21. See, we have cancelled 28 by 4. And we are getting the numerator as 7. So 7 into 3, 3 is also in the numerator, so you will multiply directly. 7 3s are 21. That means 21 children like to get wet in the rain. And dislike, it is 1/4, isn't it? 1/4 of 28. That means 1/4 into 28. 4 ones are 4 sevens are. That means only 7 children they dislike to get wet, isn't it? You can find it directly also by subtracting 28 minus 7, because 28 is the total number of students and 21 is the students who like the rain. So if you are subtracting, you will get the student who don't like the rain. Okay, or you can do it by this way also, by the fraction, solving the fraction. So 21 students they like to get wet and 7 students they dislike to get wet. Okay, so these are the calculation we have done. Now come to the next topic. Tea, coffee or milk. Some children were asked which of these they like most, tea, coffee or milk. The drink they like and number of the children. Milk 20, coffee 20, tea 20. So total number of the children. See, here it is given the children who like the milk, coffee and tea. You have to find it out, the total number of children. Quickly add and tell me. 20 plus 10 plus 10, it is 40. Exactly. So total number of children are 40. Write it in the book. Then find out from the table children who like milk. Now from total children, 20 of the children, total is 40. So out of 40, 20 children like to drink milk. That means half, isn't it? So write 1/2. Right, 1 by 2. Half of the children, they like milk. So give a tick mark to 1 by 2. The next one, children who like coffee. Out of 40 children, 10 children likes the coffee. That means 1/4. Give a tick mark to 1/4. So 1/4 of the children, they like the coffee, and half of the children, or 1 by 2 of the children, they like milk. Okay. Now come to the next one. Show the liking of for tea, coffee, milk in the chapati chart. Now you have to draw one chapati chart, and inside that chapati chart you have to show the liking of the students. Okay. So chapati chart means you have to draw one circle. I am drawing freehand, but you will draw with the help of the compass. Then divide it. The half portion, the maximum portion is for the milk. Then divide the another half into 2 equal parts. One part is for tea, that is 1/4 is for tea, and next 1/4 is for coffee. Next 1/4 is for coffee. Write it down like this: milk, then tea, then coffee. So these are the liking of the students, those who like the milk, those who like the tea, and those who like the coffee. If it is told to draw, you will draw it like this way, the chapati chart. Okay. So students, this is the end of the chapter, and this is the end of your syllabus also for term 2. So from tomorrow we will start the revision, and lastly, whatever we have done, you will practice it once more in your home copy, and if you have any type of doubt, any type of queries, you will ask me in the through the e-portal or in the online class. Okay. So bye all of you for today.